Hi guys. So today we're in my kitchen for a change. I wanted to talk to you about a beauty food that I really swear by. Now, it is a little bit of a cliche that beauty starts from within, but it's true that if you've got a really healthy system and you are eating well, then your skin will glow. And one of the best ways to get a healthy system, I believe, is through fermented foods. So fermenting is terribly in vogue at the moment in the health industry. You may have noticed sauerkraut popping up on the menu in restaurants and cafes, and it's wonderful food because it's great for your digestion, it's great for disease prevention, it's also cancer fighting, like cabbage is incredible for preventing cancer. So I did a course in fermenting with cultured artisans, and they taught me how to make a very simple sauerkraut at home. All you need is cabbage and some salt. This one's Himalayan sea salt, or there's Celtic sea salt. Any old sea salt will be fine. You can add spices as well. Here are some that I've done before. These are a few weeks old, but they last forever in the fridge, so you can just keep dipping into them and having them with every meal. But I'll show you how to make it now. Okay, so you just need to start with your cabbage. So you can use white cabbage, red cabbage, Chinese cabbage, whatever you have. Now start by taking one of the leaves off. So take a leaf off, and this is going to form a plug underneath the lid in your jar to stop the air from getting in. So then just cut it in half, and then in halves again. This one I've cut into quarters. So you can just take the heart out, because you don't want any really tough bits in there. And then just basically chop it up, slice it up. And then you want to be putting it into a big bowl because you need lots of room to massage it. So I've chopped a little bit already, we're going to add to that. Now I've cut 1.5 heads of cabbage here, and that is about 2 kilos. I weighed it. And I'll add my salt. So I'm just going to add so for every kilo of cabbage you need about a tablespoon of salt. I'm going to add to this about 2 tablespoons of salt. So you just want to scatter it really well through, lift some of it up. Now the good bit, you get to massage it. So you basically just want to get in there and really work the cabbage through your fingertips. The idea is that the salt's going to draw out all the moisture from the cabbage and create a brine. And you really want to create a lot of brine, because when you push it into your jar, you need the brine to rise above the cabbage, and that creates the fermentation process. So now you can add some spices. You can add anything from juniper berries, caraway seeds, fennel. I really like caraway, so it's really just to taste. I'm going to put maybe about a tablespoon, a bit under, half a tablespoon. So now you basically just want to stuff it in a jar. So always use a glass jar, and it's a good idea to sterilise it as well. You can do that by putting it in the dishwasher on the top shelf, or you can boil it for 10 minutes in boiling water. So you just want to pack it in like that. And the idea is that you want the brine to rise above the level of the cabbage. So really when you put it in, start to pack it down. So now we're just getting our cabbage leaf and using it as a little bit of a plug, as a bit of a lid to stop the air from getting into the sauerkraut. So you push the water over that as well. You might find that the little bits of cabbage that are rising above the water have a bit of mould on them after a couple of weeks. That's fine. It just remove it and throw it out. It shouldn't corrupt the cabbage. But as with anything when you're doing fermenting, if it smells unappealing, then it could have gone bad. Your nose will tell you. You'll know. It should smell yeasty and, kind of vegetably, but it shouldn't smell disgusting. Because you want to keep the cabbage below the brine, you need some kind of stopper. So a carrot's really good for that. So just sort of measure about the height of the jar and then chop the end off. And then you can use that to sort of make a stopper for the jar. Now the idea is that you just seal it, you put it on the bench top out of direct sunlight for anywhere between 7 to 14 days, depending on your taste. So maybe start with 7 days, then transfer it to the fridge where it will continue to ferment further. And then that's it, just put a spoon with every meal and hope you really enjoy it.